This is not good. And now we have a couple Mi-Gos chasing us. I'm taking single aiming step. Fire right away. Bentornati. Welcome back to the Cataclysm. We are still inside our first lab, this one, near our X01 jack lifting Mac. We just finished exploring the lab and we are now preparing to gather everything useful that we can loot out of this place. And what I'm gonna do is speed this process up, maybe just speed up the footage or maybe do a montage or something like that, where I grab everything that is not bolted down. Then I want to try taking the jackhammer and test it on these rooms like this one. So the small vaults. Let's see if we can maybe spend some time hammering on the door and getting in without having to interact with the consoles, because as we discovered last time, because we have 0% in our computer skill, it's a little bit dangerous. We got zapped. That's why we got some damage in all our body parts. So without further ado, let me get to the looting. So unfortunately, the mech will have to wait for us in here. There's currently no way I can put this thing on the vehicle. We can take it with us, but I will have to build a specific add-on for the vehicle, because basically the mech is considered like an entity, like a living creature. So I will have to build like a cattle transport add-on and bolt that to the vehicle, so we can then later on put the mech on that. So I think I'll leave it in here inside. And we must be quick about it, because the fungaloids are starting to spread their Mi-Gos. I'm debating with myself if I should do something, or at least if I should try and do something. Now, with the phase immersion suit on, I have very good protection against the spores. And I mean, one quick solution that I might try is just getting near there and starting fires. The mycelium should be flammable. Of course, that would only affect this particular patch of fungus. Let's give it a try. Spore clouds are disintegrating, and let's activate the lighter in here. Okay, that starts a fire. I would like to start a couple more. And fire shouldn't freely spread just to the grass. Wait, did that point already... Was that already extinguished? The sky is clear. There's no rain. So I guess fire doesn't spread on mycelium as it used to. Or maybe you need to feed the fire a little bit first. Alright, let's get out of here. Or at least out of that patch. And resume what we were doing. So this room had a turret in it. Yup. And it's straight. I mean, if I turn my flashlight off, these tiles are very dark. So in theory, if I shoot while standing here, straight, I should be able to shoot at that turret. So let me use the scabbard and wield the M1A. Right? Doesn't see me, right? It's all very dark, so fire. Oh shoot, I have to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do precise aim. I want you to shoot. All right, because it's not. This is the same thing that happens when we use the archery target. So just pressing P doesn't wait all the necessary time to do the precise aim. You have to press the letter P repeatedly until you actually fire the weapon. Could you please? Can I not fire blindly? Can I just fire then? I can just fire. Who knows if that worked though? Let's peek. It didn't. Oh, wait a second. I'm an idiot. I have low light vision. I only need to activate the phase immersion suit. Look at that. So, this is still very dark, but I can see the turret, which is something that I should have done in the last episode too, but it was fun anyway. That's how you do it. We can turn it off immediately, so we don't consume power. And there you go, we have... What are these? 100 rounds per belt, and we have 4. So 450 caliber BMG. Another test. I should be able to step in the smoke with the suit on, right? Yup, no adverse effect. Oh, that's a smoke vent, though. I don't want to step right in the vent. Okay, now that I picked up a thermometer, I can use it. And it tells me that it's 6 degrees centigrade in here, so slightly above freezing. Alright, let's not forget the integrated toolset CBM. We'll have to get that out of here too. Now, just for curiosity, when it says hot air and it's red, how hot is that? Let's activate the thermometer. Or thermometer, I guess. 43 centigrade, so 43 is still bearable, but it won't kill you. Like, if I spend a second here. Alright, now it reads 57. 57 is definitely uncomfortable. 57. Yeah, I don't think anybody would want to spend time in 57 degrees centigrade air. Well, I mean, do you want? That's a sauna, I guess. Yeah, but the the code of this game does not exactly allow for saunas, because yeah, this value here. Now I will have to research again, because I need to figure exactly how much skill do I need to correctly operate an autodock. And maybe something else that I would want to try is dissecting the broken cyborg. Unfortunately, we don't have a scalpel, so we will have to do with the hunting knife, which is not exactly great, but it's still 30 butchering quality. So, the broken cyborg, I want to dissect, which will take 44 minutes. Which is pretty exhausting. And we only got a faulty, burned out bionic. I am gonna try and wear the 5-point anchor. I will be extremely encumbered for a while. Well, actually not even that much. And as soon as we get near this portion of the map, I want to activate the 5-point anchor so that if a flaming eye spawns, we will have a little bit of protection. Let's activate the anchor. So we are now protected from teleglow. Oh look, the hunting horror! Hey, come back. I'm not done with you. It's a slippery fellow. Oh look, he's training my dodge skill. It's now level 4. That's actually really good. Night corner? How many hit points do you have? Alright, I can just go around doing my stuff while you eventually follow me, right? So more pH meter, more test tubes, clean water and salt water that I don't necessarily need. I'm protected by my armor. So I'm not necessarily interested in killing the hunting horror because I don't think it drops anything. Oh, there's Mi-Gos now. So let's just peek and see what kind of horrors do we have. An amemic mold that is trashing everything. Still have my 5-point anchor active, yes, and it is consuming its battery. I don't know why I thought I could just walk in there. Oh, wait a second, that's another Mi-Go. There's a Mi-Go here, and there's one here, so this is the second one. Right. So Mi-Gos are not to be taken lightly, as you just saw. I don't know if we should try and take it with the katana. We can do a lot of damage, but he can too. Let's try maybe one attack. Right, that exchange went alright. It is denting our armor, unfortunately. So what I would like to do instead is retreating. He can follow us pretty quickly. Can it open doors? Not exactly. Let's try the M1A. Okay, there's the two of them in here now. This is not good. Okay. So, this area has been mostly looted. And now we have a couple Mi-Gos chasing us. So, what I will try to do is either run a little bit, like a couple spaces, and then try and shoot and see if that makes enough of a difference. How much can I aim? I'm taking single aiming step, so fire right away. That is good. That is actually really good. Let's do that again. Fire. Aim a little bit, let it come close. And fire, so that's 69 damage, which is good. We can repeat the same procedure. Fire. Ignore the footsteps. And fire. A good hit, but he's still alive. Again. And fire. The Mi-Gos is now retreating. I'm okay with that. I'm gonna take the rest of the stuff I'm interested in from here. I'm taking this hot plate. Stop running everywhere. I said stop running, so just walk. Quick climb. And did I drop anything? So am I still carrying all the ammo belts? Yes. So we go up from here. Alright. The Mi-Go should not be able to track us up here. Let's get all this stuff in the vehicle and then we will plan our excavation in here. Alright, now that everything is in here, let's take the heavy equipment. This is our electric jackhammer, which weighs a ton. What is that? 40 kilograms. That's gonna be a problem. I need to drop something. I don't want to leave the katana behind. So it'll have to do. It'll have to do. Let's close all the doors that are not necessary. And electric jackhammer, drill where? Drill this door. That's not ideal. I did not anticipate this. I guess I should have, though. I should have anticipated this. That is extremely unfortunate. Can I start running and do this? Fortunately, I can. Okay. I guess I can now do this and this. So, oh, this is cloudy, not very dark. Right, there's a little bit of light shed by the computer console, so I should try and quickly get out of the way of that extra light source. Now this is all very dark. Fortunately, turrets do not shoot like immediately, but they take a couple seconds to recognize your presence and then aim. So that is what that's what save does thus far. So let's take this turret away. Nice. And we have in here cranial flashlight, which is useful, not the most, incredible thing ever, but electroshock unit. While fighting unarmed or with a weapon that conducts electricity, katana, there is a chance that a successful hit will shock the user's opponent, inflicting extra damage and disabling them temporarily at the cost of some energy. This actually sounds quite useful. Gasoline fuel cell CBM, a small gasoline fuel cell able to convert gasoline to bionic power. It's connected to a diffuse network of bioplastic bladders able to hold up to 500 milliliters of gasoline. Sounds convenient. And a joint torsion ratchet. Torsion ratchets that replace the user's joints to slowly generate power when they move. This can be toggled to generate more power, but movement will require more effort. So let's proceed now to this other bolt up top. Again, let's close some of these doors, just in case something new decides to prowl these holes. Conscious of what's gonna happen, I will now do a couple of things. Or actually just one. I want to destroy this console. However, I don't want to do that with... lump of steel? Wear the M1A and wield the lump of steel. I should be able to bash this console. I am. And I'm gonna take a couple of RAM modules out of that. So I'm gonna stand in here, which should not put me into direct line of sight of the turret. And then I will drop the lump of steel, of course, and activate... Oh, I cannot activate the electric jackhammer anymore. It used all of its charge. I guess I'll have to go up and see if I have any suitable battery. Otherwise, that is gonna be it. So I guess we got one use out of this, but we could still dig a lot more stuff. I guess there's only one thing to do now. We need to go back to base and actually upgrade our gear a little bit. And by that I mean we should finally procure us a vehicle with a recharging station, maybe mount on top of that some solar panels so that we can use, well, solar power to recharge our equipment. And that's gonna be the starting point, right? Because that's gonna allow us to recharge the big battery inside the jackhammer, which should not be disposable, or at least I hope so. So if I unload, oh, it's an electric jackhammer with a UPS system. So no, I cannot unload the battery from this thing. The only thing I can do is put it into a recharger, or otherwise I would have to craft a UPS, the universal power supply, and carry that with me until the thing is completely recharged. So let's close this door so that our mech remains safely in there. Start our engine, turn on the headlights, and let's get back to our base. So we can just go southwest and then south to our shelter. Alright, this is the site of the... how's it called again? The miniature railway. At some point, like with all our ammo, we should do a fun excursion at the miniature railway. I guess I should first see if I can find a... or maybe we already have a rifle that uses 556 ammo, which is the one that we now have, an ridiculous amount. We have like maybe 4,000 rounds. Hey! Hello, Kevin! How are you doing? You know what? I never, ever spoke to Kevin in this series, which is bonkers. Can you imagine, you know, staying at a survivor shelter and having this guy going around and then coming back with huge amounts of stuff and medieval weaponry and then coming back with some kind of strange astronaut suit. Well, at least we got shelter, right? Crazy man with with the face immersion suit. What should we do now? We should probably stay away from those cities, right? Even there's plenty of useful stuff there. Huh. Okay. At least we've got shelter here. Can I do anything for you, Kevin? I have another job for you. Want to hear about it? Yeah, just tell me about it. Does our flag still yet wave? We are battered, but not yet out of the fight. We need the old colors. Guess you want me to get an American flag? Hell yeah, find me one of those old big old American flags. Got any advice? Find a large federal building or school. They must have one. Yeah, sure. Sounds good, thanks. Cool, at least we are on friendly terms. Alright guys, I will unload all the stuff from the vehicle on my own behind the scenes, and I guess the next episode will be us going around scavenging for vehicle parts and maybe directly transferring what we already have that is useful into one of the Humvees that we already found, which might require to just stop for a second and read a little bit through all of those books that we have, because really I'm using a little bit more of an incremental approach in this series. But one thing that you could totally do in Cataclysm, especially seeing how most crafting books are now so easily obtainable, is just go around, gather all the books, then close yourself somewhere and just read for days. It's not like you're gonna run out of food. There's food in every kitchen. So I guess that's what we're gonna do in the next episode. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Alla prossima.